Welcome back to Scrummy. Today I'm sharing with you a recipe for Fat Rascals. These come from Yorkshire in the UK and are a cross between a scone and a rock bun. They're packed with lovely citrus flavours, dried fruit and decorated with glacé cherries and almonds. They taste delicious and are so easy to make. Time to start baking. There's a few ingredients for this recipe, but everything we need is in our cupboards and readily available. Start by sieving the plain flour, self-raising flour and baking powder into a medium-sized bowl. If you don't have self-raising flour, just add an extra 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now you can add the cold butter. I like to cut it into small pieces as it makes it easier to rub in. Rub the butter into the flour until it resembles breadcrumbs, just like you do when you're making scones. You can also do this step in the food processor if you have one. We can now add the remaining ingredients. I'm using a light brown sugar. If you don't have this, use white sugar. Next, add the mixed dried fruit. This is a mix of sultanas, currants, raisins and orange and lemon peel. To give a lovely warm sweet flavour, add nutmeg and cinnamon. Grate the zest of a lemon into the mixture, making sure just to grate in the top layer and not the white part, as it will make the mixture bitter. Do the same with the orange. There's a lovely smell of citrus zest, and when I make these Fat Rascals it reminds me of Christmas. Before we add the liquid, stir the mixture so that everything is mixed in. Now beat the eggs and double cream together before adding. If you don't have double cream, you can use whole milk. Mix together and add to the dry ingredients. Stir the liquid in until you get a soft dough. The mixture gets hard to stir at this point, but it needs to be this soft dough consistency. When you're happy everything is mixed in, using a 1/4 measuring cup or a big spoon, scoop up the mixture and shape it into a ball. If you find the mixture is really sticky, rub a little flour onto your hands. These Fat Rascals need to be about 1 inch in height, and when you're happy, just flatten the top slightly. Place on a lined baking tray. The last step is to decorate the Fat Rascals. Brush the Fat Rascals with a glaze. I'm using the yolk of an egg and a tablespoon of water. This glaze helps the cherries and almonds to stick to the top. Now for the final touch, add the glacé cherries. I cut them in half. Place 4 on each rascal. Finally add the blanched almonds. You can decorate these however you like. Traditionally you put 2 glacé cherries on like eyes and 3 almonds for a mouth. These only take 20 to 25 minutes to bake. Bake in a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. These need to cool for about half an hour. Place on a wire rack to cool. These Fat Rascals are best eaten on the day they're made, but you can keep them in an airtight container for up to 3 days. If you love spices, dried fruit and citrus flavour, these are definitely for you. Fat Rascals can be served with butter and jam, and if you really want to spoil yourself, try some clotted cream too. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and give it a try. You don't know what you're missing. Don't forget to subscribe or follow my page so you don't miss out on my easy to follow tutorials. See you next week for another Scrummy video. Happy baking everyone!